Oh, and then but nighttime would come, and it'd be cold sometime down there in central Texas, cold. And Grandpa's house was old. Grandpa was born in the corner of the house that he slept in. He went to be with the Lord when he was 94. That's a long time in one corner. I felt like I've spent some time like that in the corner at schools forever and ever. Grandpa was in that corner. That was his corner, his bed. But when I'd spend the night with him, he'd say, you can sleep in my bed. He's old Swede. So I'd get in there, but it'd be cold. Because you see, Grandpa would turn all the little floor furnaces off, our little butane gas heaters off, because he's afraid that we might be gassed during the night. Didn't want to have a fire during the night. Turned it all off. No insulation in that house. Cold, friend. Are you hearing me? Cold. I remember as a little fella, I'd get in that bed. Sometimes Grandma would get a big old brick and heat it up in the oven, wrap it with a towel from Breeze detergent. Set it down there, your feet just go to it automatically like a magnet. Sometimes she didn't take the time to do that, and it was so cold, you know. You see, Grandpa, because of that butane gas, just in case, he left the window open next to the bed about 6 inches. Wind just whip in on your bed, just whip in across you. There was times when my little hair would just blow in the wind. But it didn't bother Grandpa. He lived to be 94. They'd put quilts on me. That's back when women quilted. What's happened to some of y'all women? Most we get out of y'all nowadays is a little Afghan. Little Afghan for Jesus. Man, they quilted back then. They'd quilt together. They'd get together and quilt. Love the ladies would come and they'd quilt and they'd share things and they'd talk about stuff in life and share things about other people. That's where intercessory prayer began, see? Are you with me? Either that or you know how you'd have those telephones back then. We had a party line. We were 2 longs and a short. And we shared a party line with other farms. And if it wasn't even, maybe it was 2 shorts and a long and it wasn't yours, but you know, if you were bored. Some of y'all need to ask for forgiveness, I can tell right over here. We'd pick that phone up and listen in so we'd know how to pray for that family more effectively. I'm just giving my testimony, sir, okay? Just giving my testimony. And oh, we'd be there and we'd be underneath those quilts. Sometime 2, 3 quilts, cold. 4, 5 quilts, cold. And I'm gonna tell you something, when you're 6 years old and they put that many quilts on you, however they lay them on you, that's how you sleep the rest of the night. There is no way you can get out of there, yeah. Remember my mama, when I got home a couple days later, my mama asked me, did you wet the bed? See, I was a bedwetter till I was in the 6th grade. No drugs, no alcohol, just bedwetting. I said, no ma'am, no ma'am. You didn't? No ma'am, I did not wet the bed. I did not wet the bed. I'm so proud of you. My little mama, Pauline Bernadine, I wish you could just see, I'm proud of you. See, I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. I said, I did not wet the bed. I am so proud of you. I said, I wet the quilts. Oh. But I know I'm terrible, man, but I just had to share that story. Felt led.